Brought to you by...
Film students everywhere understand the overwhelming fears and stresses of the final project. That daunting task that awaits each of them at the end of many years behind the walls of institution. But what happens when they discover things more terrifying than the final grade? What happens when the subject of their film takes an interest in capturing them? And that's when I knew this was going to be a piece of shit. Hello friends, and welcome back to ETF. Schoolwork and exams can be a stressful time for any young filmmaker. A fact that 6 college students face on a night of terror when they venture deep into the backwoods of Louisiana to film a documentary about a haunted Civil War plantation for their final project. After opening on a barely audible and badly censored douchebag talking about how he obtained this footage, compiled it, and is releasing it for all to see, we are thrust into the footage in question, which is meant to depict a college student's attempts to document a haunted location for her school project. These opening moments showcase a series of on-the-spot interview segments with locals, who basically lay out all of the scares that we can expect to see throughout the film. And right on cue, every step of the way, the film offers up every scare and creepy moment that we are set up to expect from the beginning. Creepy kids, shaky cam, women in white standing in windows in the shot. I will say that a lot of the little interactions between the characters are fairly genuine and realistic. Characters will talk over one another and ramble a bit, ad-libbing a ton to make the dialogue feel less like dialogue. The performances aren't perfect by any means, but they do maintain that more amateur realism in their characters the whole time. It didn't feel so much like actors acting badly, as you would find in some indie productions like All Through the House, which you can find my review of linked here. I like the fact that this film wasn't shot in a very high quality. It looks to have been captured with an HD video camera, the same kind of thing one might find normally on a college campus. This quality choice was likely out of necessity. This film might have even been something put together by college students and used as their final project. I feel it serves the film by bringing us to a more grounded level of realism that reminded me a lot of the original Blair Witch at times. The camera angle choices are realistic. Many scenes are shot with a camera resting on a table or some kind of surface, or are completely unchoreographed handheld angles. The unrealistic part being that the camera wouldn't just be left running for these long stretches of time for no reason. Once inside the haunted plantation for the night, this one kind of just devolves into a basic divide and conquer spook show, but does maintain its mostly realistic character tone throughout. The editing of this one is where I feel things could have been improved upon most. While I like how basic it is because of the fact that it's supposed to be footage shot by inexperienced students, I couldn't help but wish the glitch transitions and cuts were a little more clean and believable. Another thing is that going into this one, expect things to get overly loud. For in keeping with that amateur handycam aesthetic, the audio levels are explosive as fuck, and every door slam, jump scare scream, and loud off-screen noise sets the dial to make your ears bleed. With all these faults, I have to give the final project a D. This was a film that aimed for a realistic approach. It doesn't try too hard to show off the things that are hunting down our characters, and avoids that grave encounter syndrome. In that regard, I think it's a fairly strong effort. However, I don't think this is going to be a film that most average moviegoers are going to want to sit through. It remains a bit slow-paced throughout, and its quality restrictions do make it unappealing at times. For those like me who get a bit of nostalgia from that lower level of filmmaking, you might enjoy reviewing this project for yourself. Wasn't the music in today's video delightfully chilling? And it matched the tone of this film so perfectly. You might be wondering, how did we find such fitting tracks? Well, that's all thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Epidemic Sound. At Epidemic Sound, you can get yourself access to one of the largest online royalty-free music libraries that exist out there. With over 32,000 tracks from world-class composers, artists, and bands in a massive variety of genres, over 60,000 sound effects, unlimited downloads in use, and all rights covered, all for only $15 a month. For smaller content creators like myself, or those aspiring to get started on the platform, there is honestly no better option for music for your projects in my opinion. And if you sign up now using the link down in the description, you can get yourself 30 days access to this incredibly vast library absolutely free. So click that link below and elevate your audio with Epidemic Sound. If you enjoyed today's video, please consider supporting ETF on Patreon. You don't have to give a lot, every little bit helps this channel grow and helps us bring you new content to enjoy. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you aren't already. Click that bell icon to be notified on all our future videos, and I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.